We are live. This is Tim Enriquez, owner of the Austrian Oaks, and we're getting ready to watch EAS take on ZFG. And if you're watching the same thing I'm seeing, ZFG just had two big injury returns. So their RB1 and their wide receiver 1, two key elements of their strong team, have returned. That obviously doesn't favor EAS well. EAS comes in our reigning champ. And Mike certainly knows a lot about building a good Tecmo team. They are 1-1. Haven't quite dominated the way one might be expecting early on. ZFG's looking very strong. Certainly the best team I've seen them put together. So here we go. Just got the kickoff return. Drops back into pass. FTOL. Nice little move by F-Tecmo. Picks up 17 yards. 1st and 10 from the 30. ZFG, again, strong team in looking like the toughest conference. Their only problem is they have the exact same color scheme as my team, which I obviously am a little bitter about. Lots of passes right off the bat. He's got one guy open, decides to force it. Oh, and sneaks it to the bum. He returned. He said he was healthy. He said, "Put me in, coach." And he comes up for a nice play right there. They're loving this play. Got another guy open. Finds him, but he couldn't quite lead him in front. Gave that defensive back from EAS a chance to get back. Can he get escape? He does. FTOL takes off, picks up a nice gain. Not a first down. I don't even know why they're bringing the chains out, but we're looking at 3rd down and 1. Nice 9-yard gain. Looks like we got a run play. Does he get the double block? Pikes it just a little late, but he's still got a nice gap. Look at the speed of F. Blesher. It's really B. Lesher, but all good. Nice 1st down pickup, and they're marching down the field. Got a couple of options. Decides to throw it deep. He waited for the perfect rubber band motion, and then F the bum comes in with a score. Big catch. Did you see the brilliant pause there by TOL as that DB was slinging back to the short receiver, and then he fired in perfect timing. Great little march down the field. This is, again, expected to be a heavyweight bout. The over-under was 49.5. ZFG looking at 1.5-point favorites. But here comes off. Forget who that is. Man off, whatever, jack off, something like that. For EAS. Very pleased that they put Orko in the team this year, so I appreciate that. He finds, forget which man that is. There's a lot of men on here, okay? There's only He-Man. Drops back. Nice pass. Got a guy open up top. Tries to force it to Orko, but instead throws a costly pick. That's painful. Skeletor got angry, got upset, and now he's cackling in frustration. Great field position. Nice little pitch up. 3-yard pickup. TOL surveys. Oh, he's got his man wide open. If he chooses to go deep, he draws everybody in. Does that throw him off? No, it's actually a little short, but still a good catch. Oh, and he gets the dive. He's to the 10, to the 5, to the 3. Dragged down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Look at the nose of the ball. Here comes that motion. He looks like he's got an opening, and Lesher punches it in. That's painful. Big bump up as we look at a 13-0, perhaps a 14-0 advantage here in the 1st quarter. One man does break through. He gets in there, but sneaks the ball right through. Looking at 14-0. Can EAS come back and get on the board? Can't let these ZFG freaks get too far away. Decent blocking. Oh, thought it was decent blocking, but then that collapsed around him. Skeletor drops back. They're going to like to pass. He does have an open man. He should do the dump off. God, he takes his time. There's Orko. We were talking about him making his first appearance, as he rightly should. A lot of good passing plays here for EAS. Lots of options. Going to be able to move the ball in almost any circumstance. Looks for He-Man. A diving double-covered grab. Lucky that wasn't a pick-off. Okay, we're going to do that little rollout here. Oh, but that's the worst thing about this play. If it's a called play, it's pretty much an auto sack all the time. Is he going again? Nope. Decides to give the pitch to He-Man. He-Man bumps into a man, broad shoulders, couldn't sneak by. is able to bowl that guy over, but then only picks up a measly 2. Now they go with a run-o, but ZFG's all over it. They take his legs out. The motion gave it away. They're forced to punt from their ZFG's 46. A little bit of pressure, but nothing too crazy. Will he return it? He will not. 4 yards deep he stands, and that's going to be a touchback. Need a stop. Cannot go down. Even 3 scores. That's the way to start it. Oh, Triclops smashes through. Do you see what I see? Wow, that's painful. FTOO goes down, and here comes FTFO. Let's see what the Raj has in store as the backup QB. This is where you got to start asking, did they pay? They call a nice one. He's got a chance. He does a super lofting dive. Bomb right into the breadbasket for Silveroff, and he gets the dive. I think he's going in, folks. What a way to come in off the bench. FTFO finds an opening and then takes it down for the score. A gigantic 70-yard bomb. You got to be excited about that, unless you're an EAS fan, in which you probably picked something up and smashed it down. He obviously has slow passing speed, but it did not interfere in the long, deep bomb with no pressure. Let's see how it pays off later. ZFG 2-0 and playing well despite being plagued by some early injuries. You got to appreciate the build that's that resilient. They have a wide-open man himself. He fires it deep right in there. That's a great strike. Clearly the best passing play in the game. Comes in, takes him down at the 15. Beautiful pass. Looking to get back in it. Let's see what they can do here. Again, looks like they're going almost the same. It's the first one. He can dump it off. Where's he going with it? I couldn't see the angle. Oh, he throws it just a little too deep. That man in his face forced it out just a little quicker than he wanted. Okay, he's got his guy, needs to dump off, tries that back corner again. This time he's able to grab it, tap, bubble toe, get it down, trap jaw for the score, and EAS is on the board, feeling rejuvenated, even though ZFG just scored, knowing that there's a lot of time left in this game, and with a backup QB, all of a sudden anything can happen. 21-7, high scoring. We knew this would be a heavyweight slugfest. We're already up to 28 points. Here comes VGV. Nice little move. Still alive. Fights off a couple of guys. Takes it out just past the 30. My dogs are excited. He had success with that play. Is he going to go with it? Can he adapt? He moves it up. A slow one, but still works. The bum catches it. 16-yard gain. This time he decides to give it to the right. All right. The boys are excited, but obviously can't be interfering with my very important job of announcing this game. Oh, another call play. Doesn't get the play off. Oh, Triclops once again chops him down, and it's 3rd and 12. Suddenly, FTFO's under a little bit of pressure. Is he going to go back to his favorite play? He is. Oh, but that's the problem with that play. If you have a good D-line, they often smash through. 4th and 17, way to stop. All of a sudden, we've got a potential momentum shift. Look at the EAS team crash through. Look at the blocking, hit power balance. Okay, and Blast takes it in the end zone. They're going to start on their 20. Plenty of time to drive down the field, especially for this high-powered passing offense. Does the FB rollout. Got WR2. Can he find him? He does. Gets a little breakaway. Nice little gain there, 25 yards. Everybody's wide. Skeletor looks left, looks right, has good blocking, doesn't really have anybody. Oh, and then F. Richie breaks away from his man and drags Skeletor down as he was looking down the field. Got his primary covered. He does find a man, the unknown man, and gets a nice gain off of that to the 31. 51 seconds left, still plenty of time. Going for a run play, jammed up very well, no gain at all. Skeletor once again. This time they're on him, but he does get it off. I think that's going to be complete. It is. Nice little dump off to the Orko we were talking about. He casts a little bit of magic making that happen on a called play. Now it's 3rd and 2. They decide to drive up the middle, but ZFG is right there, and they stuff him, holding him for a field goal. That's a big play in this potential game. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, and I think he shanked it. The pressure. He does shank it. Oh, that's painful. All the drive down to just get nothing. He goes back to his favorite play, but once again the line collapses, and once again Whiplash has found an opening and gets through. 8-yard sack. They decide to just run out the quarter, give a quick little pitch. Blesher's there, but there's blockers all over. Should have taken it up top. Wow, action-packed first half. 28 points scored, on pace for 56. Will EAS be able to ride the momentum they picked up and the fact that their ZFG's QB is gone? Who knows? Or will ZFG just be able to hold on and ride that lead? Nice stop. EAS with the ball. 23-yard line. Little shitty run play, which gains a yard. Not going to move the ball super well running with this lineup, but that's not the build of this team. Oh, another called play, and P. Anthony comes in. And they say turnabout is fair play. Skeletor goes down. We thought he was tough. We thought he was strong. We thought he was made of bones. But apparently one of those bones is broken, and in comes King Randor. Let's see what he can do. If memory serves, they have similar stats, but he's scared as shit and just gives the ball off to He-Man, who doesn't pick up anything. They're forced to punt on their own 18, likely given good field position, and he shanks the punt. Big problem. Here's VFG. Can he get around to the outside? He can. Look at the moves. Look at the moves. Here he goes. Wow. Takes it in to the 28-yard line of the Eternia All-Stars. What do we do here? We got to pitch up. Oh, but the defense is all on top of it for a non-called play. That was very well defended. TFO knows he's going to have to pass some. He decides to get it off so quick. Oh, he didn't let anybody set their feet, and suddenly it's 3rd and 13. They're seeing this golden opportunity slip away. Are they going to have to settle for a field goal? Lesher takes off. There's a lot of good blocking, but he fakes everybody out. Look at the moves of Lesher. Wow. Nice run right there. That dude has some serious speed, good build. And all of a sudden they extend it 27-7. Will it be? Yes, 28-7. That's got to take some wind out of the sails of EAS. Down goes their QB. Down they go by 3. And all of a sudden Juan's feeling his nuts as he just clocks it super deep, 6 yards in the end zone. Here comes the unknown off, who gets destroyed at the 9. A lot of green in front of the EAS. They do the rollout. Oh, and FJ Samuel throws aside the center, comes barreling through, and takes him for a 6-yard sack. They get scared. The shitty run play picks up maybe a yard. 3rd and maybe 3, but still 3rd and 13. Randor surveys, goes for the same, does get better blocking, has many more options, but he cannot get the ball off. They come crashing over the top. Lucky he wasn't safetied, but he's forced to punt from his own 3. Decent kick. Let's see what VGV is going to be able to do. A lot of EAS guys streaking down the field. Gets a block. One a little beneficial block there. Thought he was going to be able to actually tie up 2 guys, but he went chasing the man he hurled. They're content to run with this big lead. Let's see what they can do, especially given some of the success they've had. He's unable to throw the guy. Contains Lesher for a 4-yard gain. Here's a nice pitch. He's got a hole. Gets up, gets the first. That's all they were looking for out of that. Nice pickup. Even a field goal, if the game isn't over, is just going to be dagger. They decide to pass. Maybe they're faking him. Everybody's covered except one guy down low. I think it's just going to be, unless he jumps. That's the problem with those kind of QB stats, man. He faces with a huge interception, keeping the game alive. There's still just a little bit of light for King Randor. All of a sudden, though, they're all over him, and he's unable to get it out. And F. Jenkinson comes in, drags him to the field, and says, by the way, your son doesn't do shit in the sequel. Here we go. What's going to happen now? Throws it deep, though. Good recovery. Randor, who I thought was always just as buff as Keyman anyway, looks pretty studly. They're going for the pass. Obviously, that's what they need to get back in this game. Nice little pickup there, 13 yards. A touchdown here would put just a little fear in ZFG. What can they do? He's got a man streaking down the field. Oh, but Randor waits too long. RNGesus comes in. 2nd and 19. Oh, he's got the perfect setup. He's got his man super deep. Fires it to Jaw. Hits him perfect, and it's a touchdown. Great pass, great play. Trap Jaw with a nice catch. King Randor recovers after the big sack. This is crucial. Every missed point is just going to be devastating if they have to get an extra score. So Till's 2 scores back with an entire quarter left. It's certainly doable, especially with his passing offense. Even with Randor at the helm, he's not that much worse than Skeletor. Here comes VGV. Is he going to get anything? Oh, he's got a nice little opening. Avoids the trip. Can he cut up? Can he single-handedly be the hero? Look at him go to the 40. Massive return. You got to appreciate that guy's play. And they say, F it, we're coming out throwing, but the EAS senses it. Man-at-Arms takes him down. I always wished he was banging Tila in the back. But maybe I'm just perverted. All right, here we go. Again, they're all over him. That is rough. Triclops, 2 sacks in a row for EAS. 3rd and 27. What are they going to do here? Oh, this just seems unfair. There's clearly some sort of communication. Man-at-Arms has set up a little gadget to listen in on these guys. And 3 called plays in a row. Their beautiful field position loses 26. And they're just forced to punt it right back to EAS when it looked like they were going to get the game-winning field goal. Here comes Blast. He's pretty slow. Probably not going to do much. Doesn't do much. What kind of approach is EAS going to take? You got to assume they're just going to start throwing the ball. What are we going to see? Okay, it's that throw. He gets it to He-Man, but only a 2-yard gain. ZFG will give him that all day. Randor looks. His primary's covered, but he's got a couple of openings. Nice move up to draw the defense in, then dumps it off. Nice little first down. Keeps the chain moving. 4:24. Clock is not the friend of EAS, but there is enough time to make things happen. Randor decides. Again, good movement in the pocket. A little bit of a long play, but hey, it works. Gets the first down. Still don't have to be that concerned about the time. Call play. This time Ricky Owen comes in and destroys him. Randor looks. Primary is covered, but he's able to dump it off to Man. Man picks up a nice 11 yards, and they keep the ball moving, keep the chains moving. Clock continues to wind down. Coming up on 3:30. Oh, Randor, too long. Jay Samuel comes slamming through. A lot of sacks in this game. 2nd and 19. Again, they're going the deep passes. They are covering the primary wide, but they're leaving everybody else open. He-Man, or whoever the fuck man it is, picks up a first down. Nice. Good recovery after the sack. A score here would be really big. Then they'd have the old, do they go for the onside or not? He's got a lot of choices. Fires it to that primary. Ooh, tried to dive, but lucky it wasn't picked off. 2nd and 10. Field goal does very little good. Oh, he's got him wide open as long as he doesn't overthrow him. He might overthrow him. Let's see what happens. No, he does not. He hits him perfectly in stride, 8 yards deep. Trapjaw grabs hold of the ball. I think he actually caught it in his mouth as he walks into the end zone, looking strong. What a comeback from EAS. This is big. He takes his time. There's no pressure. He doinks it. He doinks it off. That's huge. He's now down by 8. That's painful, but they do get the recovery. Wow, though, now they still need 2 scores. This changes everything. But this team can score, and they can score fast. Oh, he dilly-dallies. Jay Moore just continues to tally up sack after sack. But the sacks don't seem to be slowing him down that much. I'll be going run play. Don't give me a run play. Ah, God. They go with a run play. All that does is burn 10 seconds of our life. 3rd and 17. What are we going to do? It's obviously 4-down territory here. Got a good pass. Does have decent coverage. Is he going to run? Oh, the RILB comes in and drags him down. Jenkinson, I believe, pulls him down for the nice sack. 4th and 19. This is it. This is it. Gotta get the ball. They go with it. He's got the rollout. Gets pretty good blocking. There's one man up there who could get in his way. He's got a man in his face. Decides to toss it deep. He's got Orko, the hero. We were talking about him. Catches it at the 19. As my voice cracks like a little girl. This time they're all on the play. RN Jesus comes in. It just seems like it's sack, great pass, back and forth, back and forth. Oh no, they're going with a shitty run. They don't have time for this. He-Man dragged down after a 2-yard gain. 1:07 left. We need 2 scores, folks. 2 scores. He's got his man. He's got to fire it in deep. Now, fire it. Trap Jaw's there. Hits him. Does not overthrow. Great job by King Randor. God, that extra point looming large. But they will have another onside, and it looks like with the speed of EAS, they have a decent chance at a recovery. Man, that would be exciting. There it is. It's good. 27-28. It all comes down to this giant onside. He kicks it a little bit long, but everybody's there. Look how fast EAS is. Oh, but it takes a bad bounce, and the Raj grabs it. All they got to do now is run out the clock. It gets a nice blocking. Lesher goes. Does not fumble. Burns off 10 seconds. Picks up 5 yards. One more of those will seal the deal. Pitch. He fumbles. He fumbled the ball. Oh my God. They take him down. It's one play left, and it goes for the field goal. It's 27-28. He's in the middle. That's about the perfect you can be from this distance. What's he going to do? It looks maybe just a high, but I think it's going to be okay. He sneaks it in. The pain, the agony for ZFG to have such a big lead and looking so dominant. And then freaking EAS proving they can come back. No lead is safe in TOL with this setup. Wow. Do they have any chance? I mean, he's just got a fire. That's not going to get it cut. Throws a pick. Is this actually going to... Oh, Mike's dreaming of bonus points. Oh, man. And there it is, folks. There it is. EAS with the win. They win outright. As we mentioned, ZFG was 1.5-point favorite. So if you picked EAS, they're rolling. And as we can see, obviously, well over 60 points. So they cover the over. Man, 23 points in the fourth quarter. 431 yards. Look at King Randor came in at 91%. Holy shitballs. That's the way to be pretty dominant. Now we'll take you through the standings and the feelings of how everybody is, so you can factor that in for the next game. Man, that was an exciting one. Only way to make that more exciting would it be in the playoffs. The score did not represent all that we had going on. Good game by both. You'll probably see both those teams in the playoffs. Excited about it. This is Tim Enriquez signing off.